Hey Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising in Love, December 1st through the 15th. Scorpio in Love, December 1st through the 15th. Scorpio. If you would like to be considered Scorpio for free healing this month, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Also, Scorpio, thank you so much for all of your love and patience and support. I have been going through quite a bit with a family member that I'm taking care of who hasn't been doing very well, and I've missed videos, and I have felt particularly bad about missing some Scorpio videos here and missing your season. I want you to know that that I love you guys, and I'm just so grateful for you. Not one of you complained. Not one of you has sent anything other than love and support to me, so thank you so much. I'm going to do my best to get you guys a general reading out too this month, but I need to get through the love readings first. I want to make sure I have love readings out for all the signs, and then I'm probably going to do a collective reading. I'm going to try, okay? But again, thank you all. Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Scorpio. Scorpio in Love, December 1st through the 15th. Okay. I'm getting a vision of somebody like sifting through old photos, reminiscing, looking at old photos from the past of maybe somebody they love. I think for some of you, this could be a friend too. This could be a very dear friend that maybe you lost touch with. A big message for you, Scorpio, is if you're missing somebody, just reach out to them. I think for some of you, it's just about a healing process, getting past any sort of grief, getting past anger. It's almost like you're just about to come full circle with full healing. And the last piece is having gratitude for somebody, even though it didn't work out, even though something had gone wrong, really being able to look at pictures and say, we were happy and we were in love. This is a worthwhile journey, and being able to move forward more peacefully. But if you would like to move forward with somebody or call somebody back in, or even just extend that love beyond just spiritually, reach out to them. It feels like it will be well received. You may be able to call back in some old friends that you're missing. It could be family too, but it does feel like for many of you, this directly pertains to love. So figure out, okay? Figure out if it's just walking down memory lane or if it's really a desire to call somebody back in or reconnect or show somebody love. You can just do that spiritually too. That's perfectly okay. But it does feel like some of you may want a reconnection, and it does feel possible. So let's get a little bit more clarity here. It's a beautiful message though, and a beautiful visual, because you feel really joyful while you're sifting through old photos or scrolling through old photos. It feels like there's a lot of joy. You remember that there was joy. You have the proof that there was joy and there was love. The first card out is self-love. Sometimes we walk away from people we love because we have to prioritize ourselves, especially if there are toxic elements. This just feels like healing. This just feels like a healing journey, and you feel really, one, dedicated to it, but you feel peaceful. You feel peaceful on the journey. I'm not feeling any grief from you, Scorpio, at all, but it's also a recommitment to self-love. If you feel like you weren't putting yourself first and you've been putting everybody else ahead of your own needs, I don't see you doing that over the next couple of weeks. We have commitment at the center. I feel like I'm not seeing love drain you. I'm not seeing romantic partners draining you. I actually see a whole lot of love for those of you that are in committed relationships, and this being a beautiful couple of weeks ahead. I do see somebody around you being a little bit draining. This could be family. I feel like for some of you, it's family pressure. Well, why aren't you traveling to see us for the holidays? Or who's going to host us? And you may have to really set some healthier boundaries over the couple of weeks ahead so that you aren't drained, really prioritizing yourself, making sure your needs are met. If you don't want to go somewhere, then just politely decline, you know? This is not about suffering through anything. I feel like some of you need to experience the holidays ahead, or at least some time ahead, with just the two of you or just immediate family, or if you have children, just like staying home and spending time together versus traveling and being in the chaos. And that is perfectly okay to do. Prioritize you and your family. Prioritize your needs, though, even in terms of children, even in terms of significant other. If you feel a little drained, just take a step back right now. I am not seeing separations here. For the majority of you who are aligning with that message of being a little bit drained, it feels like family. It doesn't feel like a loved one. It doesn't feel like a romantic partner that is draining you, okay? So we have commitment at the center here. Because of self-love, you are able to call in a much higher vibing soulmate, a very different experience than you've had in the past, okay? It's religious. It's a spiritual connection here. Because of self-love, you're experiencing higher quality love, better experiences. You may be surprised at how happy you are in love right now. That's what it feels like. It's like, wow, we've been together this long and we're still good. We're still healthy. We still have fun. We're still in love. Wow, this is incredible. It's because you had come full circle with some other kind of karmic experience, karmic lesson, but it feels like you've made peace. Like I see Scorpio cutting ties and then being able to sit there, and even if it's just spiritually, having it out in the universe, like, I'm so grateful for this person. This is what they taught me. This is what I've learned. This is what I know not to do next time. But wow, this was just so powerful. When we had that love, when things are good with us, some of the best days I've ever had. Like, I feel Scorpio going through that kind of a process. And there's a lot of depth in that. I feel like there's a lot of enlightenment in that. Being able to honor people, even the situations in the relationships that don't work out, instead of feeling bad about them, instead of forever grieving them. Because again, I'm just not getting grief from you guys. I'm getting joy, really appreciating people for the role they play or have played in your life. But there's commitment to yourself too. So it's not just commitment to another person. There's definitely commitment to prioritizing you. And again, shifting the energy for the positive, knowing that your needs matter, knowing that you can't always be self-sacrificial. Love yourself first. Clarify by expressing your love. You know, we prioritize self-love, and so we call in higher quality relationships. That's what this is. It feels like somebody's expressing love to you if you're single or you're in the beginning stages of relationship. It feels like somebody's showing up, expressing love to you in a way you haven't experienced before. And this is not like a narcissistic thing that I'm getting at all, but you're also expressing love to you. You're also expressing to universe, like, hey, I love me. I love me now, and that matters. I have self-love, and I'm going to operate from that place from here forward. So I will have healthy boundaries, and I will call in high-vibing love, and I will step away from toxic people, and I'm prioritizing me. If other people show up in my life and they don't appreciate that or respect that, then I'll just peacefully go on my way. It's like also an expression of love for yourself, but like in a non-narcissistic way. It is not self-involved. It's not that kind of an energy. It's beautiful. It is what self-love is. I see you expressing love to your inner child. For some of you doing energy healing, I see you sitting in meditation and sitting with your inner child and showing them a whole lot of love. That's the deepest kind of healing you're going to be able to do, okay? So that's where you're at right now, Scorpio. Wow. I'm seeing somebody showing up over the couple weeks ahead too, asking for a commitment, expressing love, and asking you to be exclusively committed to them, possibly some engagements. I'm seeing more commitment in terms of an exclusive relationship, but definitely some engagements here too, for sure. At least somebody's thinking about it. Somebody's planning it. Because look at this. We have engagement clarified by romantic feelings. This is side by side with express your love. I see somebody on their knee. I see somebody asking you to be theirs. I'm seeing somebody wanting you to move in, or you asking them, and a partner just being overjoyed. I see two people coming together now. I see real love here. I think sometimes love can be fleeting, but if anybody understands that soulmates don't all stay, it is a Scorpio. I feel like Scorpios are really good about understanding when love has run its course. It doesn't mean that you don't grieve. It's just that you understand that you've learned the lesson, and then you're eager to learn the next one. But this doesn't feel fleeting. This feels like somebody who you can continue to grow with. Or if this is somebody already in your life, you're experiencing a lot of growth here. You may be dating a Taurus, because Taurus had somewhat of a similar message in regards to rapid growth, especially spiritual growth, emotional growth. There's longevity here. This is somebody, that you grow with side by side. You don't necessarily need to separate and call a new soulmate in to accomplish that. This is someone you continuously grow with. And as a Scorpio, how much do you appreciate that? If you're single, that commitment to self-love is bringing this kind of experience into you at this time. Don't be surprised if you're single and someone lets you know that they have feelings for you now over the next couple of weeks. You may be distracted with holidays and shopping and planning travel, but somebody's focused on you. I do see that someone may be receiving a gift, maybe not early December, but at some point in December, you may be receiving a gift from somebody who you had no idea really felt that way. Like, why would this person buy me a gift? Like, what is this? And it may not be anything extravagant, but it's so kind. And it really means a lot to you. That's the person who has romantic feelings for you, I'm telling you. Some of you, this could happen in a workspace. That may not be all the way comfortable for you at first, but try to keep your heart open, because there's nothing but purity here. And you'll feel that. You'll know that it's genuine, okay? You'll know that there's no ulterior motives or anything like that. It's somebody just ready to show up and love you. I'm also seeing two people with different religious backgrounds celebrating each other's holidays, and actually, and there may have been some anxiety around that, because maybe not for you, Scorpio, for a partner, because it would be a different experience for them, or maybe somebody who isn't religious, who doesn't necessarily celebrate holidays all out. I see two people learning a lot through that and having a really beautiful experience. Okay. I think for some of you, you're calling someone back in, okay? And that's kind of how we started this, reminiscing a bit. Reach out to them, let them know you still have feelings if you're feeling it now, because we have this spiritual connection, okay? Yes, I'm getting some religious too, people from, especially if this is somebody who maybe has a different religious background than you, Scorpio, but this is clarified by reconciliation. I know my light is making this a little bright, but you can see that, okay? Soulmate ties, spiritual ties, calling somebody back in. It feels good. As long as the romantic feelings are there, as long as this is somebody that you know that you can continue to grow with. If you're missing somebody at this time, Scorpio, it's going to be well received, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, reconciliations at this time feel really good. Like, really, really good. Especially if there were things like, I just keep coming back to different religions and different beliefs. It may not be religion, it could be different spiritual beliefs, or you having certain spiritual beliefs and somebody else not really buying into that. And that may have bothered you in the past. I see somebody more open-minded now. That feels like the person you may be calling back in, or they may be calling you back in. They could very well reach out to you, Scorpio, let you know that you are very missed. Give them a shot. It feels really, really good for you guys. All right. We have crowning, chemistry with depth, way more than just physical chemistry. You got the emotional chemistry there, so much emotional chemistry there, intellectual chemistry, but there's depth, okay? And there's longevity. It's not fleeting chemistry either. I'm really getting a lot of longevity here. It's safe to love. Something's beautiful. You're shifting almost from separation type energy, I think, for some of you, into something more stable, something more loving, something with more depth, whether that's somebody new or you're calling somebody back. For those of you who are not calling back a new partner because you are calling back an old partner because you're already with somebody in a committed relationship, this reconciliation could very well be a friend. I'm really getting some friends should come back into the picture. Even if you've had a serious gap and lack of communication, even if it's been years, I just see two people that have grown, even though they've grown separately, being way more aligned now than they were years before or months before. I just see so much growth. You'll actually have a better connection with this person, whether it's in a friendship, whether it's love, maybe rekindling something with a family member you may have had a falling out with. There's something beautiful about somebody returning at this time, okay? Scorpio, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing sessions. I'm going to do my best to get you guys some sort of a general reading. Please continue to be patient with me. Again, Scorpio, I'm sorry I missed your season. I love you all so much, and you've been on my mind so much, and I've been trying to send as much love as possible. You guys are just amazing. Thank you for your love and support. I'll be back mid-month, okay, with your mid-month love reading. And in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, like gratitude. I love you guys. Ciao.